Good evening, everyone. I will try to make an attempt to explain how I just did that. And this one is quite difficult and requires a lot of practice, but as you all know, practice and some muscle memory and you will eventually get it in. So the starting position is like this, and as you can see, I am left-handed, so I mainly use my thumb, my middle finger, and on the right hand I use my thumb and my index finger. So basically this is the starting position, and I will do it from this angle. So first I will show the motion, and then I will explain my thought process on the two different hands. So the motion itself looks something like this. So there is the motion. So it is quite difficult, so I think we need to divide it. So first of all, let's talk about the left hand. The left hand's main objective is to cover everything and basically later on act as a balance in order to square up the cards, and then you basically make the color change. So we will talk more about this hand in a second, but for the right hand, we also need to divide this into different phases. So the first phase of the right hand is to kind of separate the card on the back, something like this. So while still maintaining pressure with your thumb and your palm, you can basically separate the card a bit. And what this creates, I will show you from this angle instead. So when you do that separation, this creates a gap where you can use your index finger and middle finger to grab the card. So you grab it with those two fingers and you bring it down. So that's the first phase. You start with two cards as one, you make that separation, you grab it and you put it down. So once you have managed to do that, then we move into phase two. So you have grabbed that and you put it on the bottom, and now comes the difficult part. Once you start to move the card from beneath, you end up in this position. And as you can see, it's quite difficult because we have this index finger in between. So here is where the other hand comes in to kind of use this hand, the palm and a finger, as some kind of balance in order to move away with your index finger, so you can align it this way, right? And the last step is pretty simple, just to flip that card. So I don't know how to explain it exactly, but after you have used your index finger and middle finger to move it downwards, here in this position you need to make that switch. So what I do is that I use this in order to balance it and align it and then flip it. So it looks something like this. I move down, I balance, and then I put it. So from this direction, I move it like that. So you need to practice that moves, you need to practice the angle, and you also need to practice alignment. So once you get hold of that, it looks something like that. So again, the two different hands, starting position, separate the cards, use your index finger and your middle finger to move the card down and under, and then you use this hand to balance, and then basically it's just to either use this hand to flip it up or use these fingers to push up. So from this angle again. So once I have practiced this a lot, I make that and then I do that. So basically you can always use your thumb, your index finger and middle finger to align the card. No matter how it ends up on top, you still have a bit of time to align it before you reveal. Okay, so keep on practicing and thank you.